What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Some things are just unrealistic in the sport of boxing. It's just unrealistic in the sport of boxing. Some things are just not reality in the sport of boxing. It's just not reality in the sport of boxing. Yet it will stir up the fans and stir up controversy, and we all know it's not happening. And that's right now, three-time junior middleweight world champion, former undisputed junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Jermell Ironman Charlo, who has 35 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, is now calling out the undefeated pound-for-pound king, 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, superstar boxer, whose first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, in Terrence Bud Crawford, who has 41 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. Jermell Charlo is now calling out Terrence Crawford, saying he wants to fight Terrence Crawford. Well, this is going to fall on deaf ears. Reason being is because Terrence Crawford is doing what Jermell Charlo set out to do. And that's defeat the 4-division world champion, 2-time undisputed super middleweight, and reigning undisputed super middleweight, first ballot Hall of Famer, Mexican superstar boxer, who is top 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Saul Canelo Alvarez, who has 63 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 wins by way of knockout. One of those 63 wins came at the hands of, you got it, Jermell Charlo. He beat Jermell Charlo September 2023. And many people feel like Jermell Charlo laid down. But more importantly, prior to that, Terrence Crawford was seeking out a fight with Jermell Charlo after he beat Jermell Charlo's close friend, stablemate, and training partner, and former unified 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Earl the Truth Spence Jr. I mean, Terrence Crawford got on the ropes when he dropped Errol Spence in one of the rounds and went to the corner where Jermell Charlo was sitting and pointed at Jermell Charlo and told him, "You next," and called out Jermell Charlo for a showdown and said, "You next. I'm coming for you next." And Jermell Charlo said, "I don't know what he's talking about because I'm going to 168 and challenge Canelo Alvarez in September." Now, remind you, this was in July when Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence. And Jermell Charlo said, "I'm leaving. Don't ask me about Terrence Crawford. I don't want to know nothing about Terrence Crawford. He in a completely another division." Right? But you was in a complete other division when you was getting ready to fight Canelo Alvarez. Then he goes and fights Canelo Alvarez. Terrence Crawford is in attendance. And he lays an egg. He gets dropped in the 7th round and doesn't commit to anything in the fight. That got the boxing world saying that and feeling like, well, he just simply laid down for a paycheck. Right? With that said, Terrence Crawford is now fighting Canelo Alvarez. And Terrence Crawford is going to be 38 years of age. Terrence Crawford is not going to come down and wait. I highly doubt that Terrence Crawford comes back down to 154. I truly, truly doubt that he comes back down to 154. So it's a waste of a call out. It's pointless. Because see, after he lost to Canelo Alvarez, Jermell Charlo turned around and said, "I want to fight Terrence Crawford. Tell Terrence Crawford to make the fight happen." And Terrence Crawford said, "You didn't look like a lion," which is his mantra, lions only. He said, "You look like a kitten in there. You didn't come to fight." So therefore, with that said, this is pointless. Now, the other guys he's calling out, he called out Errol Spence, Jaron Ennis, Sebastian Fundora, who's fighting Keith Thurman. He called out, Virgil Ortiz. But the reality is, you're not fighting any of those guys next. The reality is, he's number one for the WBA title. And he's going to fight a beast who just upset Tellez and will be elevated to the WBA champion because Terrence Crawford is going to be stripped of the WBA the moment he's announced as an opponent for Canelo at 168. That's going to be his next fight. So you're wasting the people's time when you're calling out all these people and you know it's not going to happen. Pointless. But let me know what y'all think, man. I would have loved to see that fight. I was clamoring to see Terrence Crawford, Jermell Charlo. I mean, if Jermell Charlo collects the belts and Terrence Crawford decides to go back down, should he beat Canelo Alvarez, I would love to see the fight. But right now, it's far-fetched and it's a pipe dream. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.